Hello everybody, this is Hop to the Hippity Hop bringing you another StarCraft 2 commentary, and it's actually been quite a while since I've done a commentary. I've been pretty busy with school as well as hanging out and having a social life and whatnot. So that is the reason why you haven't been seeing me cast some games, but this is another one with me playing on the ladder against Kel, and it's going to be a ZvZ on Metalopolis. Looks like we're going to be spawning on close positions, and I just wanted to bring you guys this game just to show you how to deal with some with a Zerg player when he blocks off his ramp with roaches, because he's obviously going to be teching to something. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a pretty early expand. I think 15 expand. So it's pretty risky, especially in these positions, to do a 15 expand. And unfortunately, I actually thought my opponent was on this side, on the far side of where I spawned. So yeah, actually, I don't think I would recommend doing a 15 expand if you're in close positions like this, but it worked out for me, so you'll just see kind of what kind of builds I do, or what kind of build I transition into to break down his wall of roaches. And you'll be surprised just exactly what it is that that I do to break it down. It's actually something I learned, if I'm not mistaken, from I think StarCraft. He's pretty insightful as a Zerg player, so yeah, I actually learned a lot from him, as well as other Zerg players as well, such as Rootcats. If you don't know, he streams. Rootcats does stream, as well as Sai. They both stream now, and it is really eye-opening and awesome to watch those players play games in the first-person view. It's almost like watching a live cast, except not on YouTube, and you can see them play a bunch of games, so it's super fun. So as you see here, I did get that 15 expand. Very risky, but you know, I think I'm pretty safe at this point, doing this kind of expansion, especially in the ZvZ now, because I've been pretty successful with it and getting that spawning pool kind of at 14. Usually I would build another drone, but I think I scouted that he was in close positions, so yeah, I'm going to be wanting to put that spawning pool down just a bit earlier than I usually would. It looks like Kel is bringing over his Overlord in this direction for some reason. But usually you want to have your Overlord kind of placed right outside his base to see when he is moving out. Right here wouldn't be that bad of a spot. You just have to watch out for the queens coming to pick him out. And one thing I've actually seen a lot of good Zerg players do is they actually bring their queens with them in a push sometimes. And what they would do is they pick off a few overlords as they're encroaching on your base. And what that does is that supply blocks you, causes you to have less reinforcements and potentially lose you the game. So it's actually pretty cool. I've seen some Zerg players do that. So it looks like my spawning pool is now up. I'm going to be starting that queen as well as maybe a few Zerglings. And let's see, let's look at the production tab here. Yeah, it looks like my opponent is going to be getting a really early roach run on one base. And if we look on the harvester tab here, I'm just a little bit behind because I did opt to get that 15 hatch as well as some buildings. But as you can see, I'm going to be producing a bunch more drones as soon as these 6 lings do come out to fend off these pesky Zerglings. I don't know why, I accidentally pulled off a couple drones as well. That was a big mistake right there. Losing some mining time. Oh, almost picking off the Zergling, but not quite. Oh, whoops, almost knocked over a cup there. So yeah, as you can see, my Overlord is placed perfectly outside his ramp, just to see if he's going to be popping out with a bunch of lings, so I'll know to be ready for them if I have to. And yes, really strange Overlord placement by Kel. So really, you want your Overlords placed in a good spot. I actually had this Overlord placed here because I thought my opponent was here when he really wasn't. So I need to better place my Overlords. Just one thing I could learn from critique. And oh, if you can see here, this is very nice structure placement. This looks like something, it looks like this guy watches Day9, because Day9 is the one who actually kind of showed this. But what you do is you kind of use the roaches to fill in the cracks so Zerglings can't do any crazy damage and run into the mineral line. Now he has enough roaches to actually block off the ramp. So it looks like he's going to be teching up. I don't think he has enough gas yet to get that, what is it, the Spire or whatever he's getting. Oh, it looks like he's actually going for roach speed. But I am on 2 base, and I'm doing something, yep, and this is pretty much the build that you do to break this wall of roaches down. Because I do know that he has a few roaches, but not that many. Actually, he only has about 7 here. So really, he's going to be teching up right now, as well as droning up, as you can see by the 4 drones that are coming out. So I'm going to take this opportunity to do some attack, and I'm going to attack right when the melee 1 upgrades do, and you'll be surprised how well +1 Zerglings do against roaches. They just tear through this line. You can just power through this ramp, and it's actually very strong if you see your opponent doing this, and I've actually been very successful with this. This is pretty much all I do. As you can see, I'm not producing any more drones. I think I only have, yeah, 14 drones. Actually, this is really risky. I should have maybe made about 20 drones before transitioning into mass lings. A few things I could work on. But instead, as you can see, I'm going to be making a bunch of lings. Looks like he's going to be moving out. But watch, my opponent actually, this is a blunder. He puts out 2 roaches for some reason, brings them all the way out, and my Zerglings are able to get a nice surround on them. So that wasn't a very smart move for my opponent. Oh, looks like I did build a few more drones as well. Start saturating that main, but as you can see, I'm really poorly saturated in my main and hardly saturated in my expansion. And if you look at the production tab here, yeah, 16 more lings and a little more than halfway done for the +1 melee attack. This is a nice overload by Kill, so he can actually see all my Zerglings that are out there. Looks like a spine crawler is coming up as well. So Kel is obviously scared. He does now have roach speed. But again, bringing out just a few roaches, this is very risky play, but he does have speed, so if I were him, I would actually feel kind of safe to move out. Looks like he is in fact going to be moving out. I don't know if I actually really spot that or care, because I'm going to be trying to bust on his ramp. And now +1 is just about to finish. Actually, I don't know if I pull back. Oh, I do lose my queen, so nice attack from Kel there, diverting me from actually attacking him. And now +1 is pretty much done. About 8 seconds left on that. And my Zerglings are going to be coming out and doing a bunch of damage. And yeah, they're just going to tear through these roaches. And yeah, it looks like he's actually moving out with his roaches. This is actually a really bad position for him, because I do have so many more lings compared to his roaches that I can get a nice round. It looks like I'm just totally going to ignore his roach push and go straight towards his base. So I'm not worried at all about my base, because I can always come back with those Zerglings if I really have to. A few more roaches actually do come in, so that actually is a pretty big number of roaches. 5 more being produced as well. But at this point, I'm going to completely tear through his economy. My lings are now 1-0, so they are upgraded, and they're going to be tearing through these roaches as well as all the Zerglings. And yeah, I'm going to be looking pretty good. He does actually snipe my expansion here, so a little trouble there. I do actually get a spine crawler as well. But at this point, I think he's pretty much done. There's really not much you can do. If anything, it should be a base race, but I don't think he's opting to fully go for a base race. And here is a spore crawler. I actually thought he was going to come with mutas, but instead he just did that roach speed instead. And yeah, as you can see, +1 lings are actually very strong. Oh, sad face. Kel is doing the sad face. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that build. It's really effective for a Zerg player that is going to be walling in like that. Unfortunately, you didn't get to see it because he actually moved out with his roaches, but I've seen a few players use this build, and they're just able to cut through all the roaches here. It's really quite amazing. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it. I'll try to bring more casts, but I do have an exam tomorrow. I'm pretty busy. Yeah, guys, I think that's it. Oh, if you guys don't know already, the NASL, North American StarCraft League, is now pretty much in the running, or in the works. It's all up and running, and then I think it's in April 3rd is when the first games are actually starting. It's basically the 50 best players in the United States, in North America actually, they're going to be competing for $400,000 in prize money. So it's pretty big. It's basically like the JSL but in America, and it's going to be awesome. You guys should all tune in for it. There is a free stream, but I think it's about, what, $10-15 to actually watch it in high def, so I think it's actually quite worth it. So you guys should definitely check that out. It's going to be awesome. And yeah, that's going to be that, you guys. This is Hop StarCraft, and I am going to be hopping off. Peace.